back again. I'm going to keep this video a little bit shorter than the last ones. I haven't slept in a couple of days. Not unusual for me. Just finishing up the third deliverable for this week's project. We're continuing on the grade calculator, but this time I have quite a bit of a twist to it. So the last couple of times we created a grade calculator, and then the grade calculates the average and differentials and all that good stuff. Then we divided them into their own functions, and now we are working with the class variables here. So let me just show you what I did. I'm not going to launch it on Thonny because I was getting some issues with the interpreter, and I didn't figure out yet what the cause was. But I have it loaded anyway, so I can show you the code. It's a little bit easier to explain it this way and how it works. But I decided to I downloaded PyCharm. And I got all the dependencies and it works fine, so I think it's just Thonny's having an issue. So I'm going to run it now. As you can see, this is quite a bit different than probably what you were expecting. So the grade calculator is here, and it serves the entire same purpose. But you will see it provides a graph here with a slope. I decided I was going to take your project assignment and spin it in a different direction. So right now I'm entering grades in, and if I click calculate, it is going to produce some results, and it's going to produce all the results. So right now we have all the values that get entered, and I'll explain a little bit how this works on the code side of it in just a moment. Yep. And sorry it was so slow. I'm going to show you why it was so slow in just a moment. Whoops. Let me get rid of this. Minimize. Okay, so basically this is basically takes a road and it calculates fictitious values for different types of fill and gravel and all that good stuff to put on the side, and based on the grade, it's taking the grade based on the slope, not the grade as in the student's grade. So a little curveball at you. So this class ID, it's part of the assignment. It fills the value of the class ID that's generated by the interpreter. However, it is something that I don't necessarily need right here. I have the average grade, the lowest grade, highest, and variance. I'll do a exit out of this real quick. So let me give you a little quick explanation of what's going on here. So we have all the external dependencies. Those are downloaded. They import all the classes that are needed. And then these ones here, they were little side projects I was trying to work on. So I created the fill as its own entity on the side. So I created my own class for this. So this is what the fill calculates. That's what, but it passes it in here. This is the main part, and all that stuff is GUI stuff. It's why there's so much junk in here. But let me just show you that everything that was requested of the assignment is here. So we start with the main class. It's grade calculator. Initiates, and it has all the parameters. So don't worry about these buttons here and all that stuff. So the definition add grades, this is all the same logic with the it adds an extra 10 points if it's below 65. Nothing's changed right there because it's built off of a class. The structure of it is a little different, but everything works fine. These are all just things passing through each other because of the GUI. It looks really funky because of that, but I promise you it is all the same stuff. I have the error handling, it's important. This is not important to the assignment, but that was calculating the slope, and it incorporates the values into the slope. So see, here we have the grade function in the original grade, and its self here. So this was also part of the assignment, calculate average. This just uses it calculates the average basically the same way. It's got the self flag in front of it, and it passes itself through itself because it's a class. And then the calculate variance, same thing, the max minus the min. That's basically it. And then basically I can call on this right here. Calculate results. It's literally the same thing. It does the same thing. Like, it just says something a little different. It's got the different way that you label it, but it's literally the same thing. And then here, all the results are passed through a function class. Script functions to display the text. And then the fill percentages. This is just the logic to pass everything through the right stuff. Self and fill, calculator averages, all that good stuff. Calculate percentages. What did I want to show you? Yeah, it was the class. The class number. It's up here. So this class right here, the grades, an empty list fills with the grades. This is what I wanted to show you, the class ID. So this class ID is a unique identifier. The interpreter will create it automatically, or I can create it for it. However, I created a spot for the class ID not just because the assignment requested it, but because I can take this class ID and I can reference it like I did and display the class ID, or I can print it, or whatever the good stuff is. So I'm running the Python interpreter again, and I'm just going to do another little test because I know this is part of the assignment. Calculate astronomical results. I think I'm funny sometimes, but I'm really not. I thought I was being really, really witty with this, so let me see what type of fat zero I get on this assignment for deviating. Yep, and then it displays the class ID. As long as the interpreter is running and that part of the memory is not changed, this class ID will not change unless I instruct it to do so, or something else takes its place. But it will stay here if the interpreter remains on. But I can pass this class ID. I'm going to get rid of this because I want to show you what this app did. So what happened there was I actually make this thing create reports. So all that information is actually saved. So it is now very, very late, but this is the report right here. This is the latest one. I'm going to open it up real quick, and I will show you real quick. Alright, yep, and then this just generated this report right here. This is all that good stuff was just saved into this document. I spent a long time trying to get everything to work on this and to print properly. And the sad part about it is I didn't even do the hardest part of the work, and I still took forever to do it. So, but hey, I'm a perfectionist and I like everything to look out nice and clean. I know it's not the best looking document you've ever seen, but it works. Alright, and I also want to show you real quick. I want to show you the application working on other operating systems. So bear with me one moment, okay? So we're loading on a MacBook right now. I have the MacBook set up with multiple operating systems. So I'll just go into here. This is the regular Mac OS. I'm more of a Windows user personally. But I was having a lot of fun with this over the summer, and I literally spent 2 months trying to figure out how to get all those operating systems to install side by side, and it was a royal pain, especially one of those Linux ones. The older Linux did not like it. So yeah, I'll go here. Where's that gonna go? Into here, down this project deliverable. Main Pi distro. I actually have it saved as a standalone file, which is pretty cool, because I don't have Python fully functioning on this yet. No, don't care about that. I'm gonna load. Yep, there we go. And there you go. This is the app loading on here. Put some data in. Calculate some results. Oops. Yep, I'm one of those people. I'm always my cursor's everywhere, clicking stuff. All right, there you go. And it's got the class ID and all that good stuff. It just looks a little different. It's missing the icons, but this is running on a Windows emulator. But I could run it would basically be the same thing, and it's going to print the report here. And that's that. Go back into booting back up. Give this a little try on this little Linux distro. Let's try this guy right here. Give him a nice little go. This right here is Astra Linux. It's actually it's a Russian thing. See my friend here. Oh, there's James from the UK. So, yep, let me go back into this. Get some pie charms going on.
With Python's might, a digital sword, we'll save the dragons, word by word. A hero's journey, a noble quest, with kindness guiding. We'll find evil hiding. Boston College, a hallowed ground where knowledge flows forever bound. A cosmic dance, a mystic sight, no soul can leave her, day or night. Will rise and fall like tides of the sea, but kindness prevails, eternally. A force of nature, a mighty sight, a beacon of hope, shining bright. With choice as weapon, life as shield, will conquer darkness, every field. A future bright, a hopeful gleam, a hero's destiny, a noble dream. Let's be the heroes, the ones who care, a force for good beyond compare. With hearts of gold and minds of might, we'll conquer darkness and claim the light. Чьи могущества лучи озаряют мир унылый, елай фeng юшeng, хуалуо джи дуо шао. One family together, that's how, that's how, that's how.